Welcome to this week's edition of Newsfile, reaching you from CRBC. Newsfile is all about some topical events in the state during the outgoing week. First, the headlines. State government reaches agreement with Cross River in Diaspora Commission. State government to establish Cash Crop Development Agency. Governor Bassey Otu officially hands over operational vehicles to Homeland Security Service and College of Health Technology, Calabar. Those were the headlines. Newsfile starts in a moment. I am Patience Okwa. Welcome back. The state government, through the Cross River in Diaspora Commission, has reached an agreement with the Cross Riverian in the Diaspora Association, CRIP, to collaborate on strategic initiative aimed at attracting developmental projects to the state. The resolution was made during a virtual meeting where members of the CRIP interacted with the chairman and other key officials of the CRIPCOM. The report.
Key areas identified for potential partnership include investment promotion, skills transfer and mentorship programs, education, agriculture, and community development. The president of the Cross Riverians in the Diaspora Association, Dr. Christopher Lekan, noted that the association seeks to unite Cross Riverians living abroad under one umbrella to foster creative interaction, exchange of ideas, and mutual support.
The 2025 CRIP Convention is going to take place at the United Kingdom in Birmingham, beginning from August 1st to the 3rd, 2025, with the theme Diaspora Contribution to the Development and Sustainability of Cross River State. We intend to collaborate with the Cross River State Diaspora Commission, CRICOM. We are also going to continue to promote rural area interventions in Cross River State. We are going to facilitate foreign scholarship awareness seminars, the one we already have ongoing. At least one community in each local government should have a solar-powered borehole that is provided by CRIP. We are also going to facilitate leadership training programs for young people in Cross River State under the National Youth Council of Nigeria, Cross River State Chapter. CRIPCOM represents a window for us to collaborate with Cross River State and attract foreign opportunities, diaspora opportunities, to the development of Cross River State and the welfare of its members.
Chairman of the Cross River State Diaspora Commission, Mr. Otuoko, emphasized the significance of engaging Cross Riverians in the diaspora, stating that the commission was established to enable their participation in decision-making and to harness their potential for the state's progress.
As chairman of Cross River State Diaspora Commission, I am delighted to facilitate this dialogue between our commission and CRIP. This gathering presents an opportunity for us to explore areas of collaborations and synergy that can drive development and progress in our beloved state. We're looking at community development. Projects focus on community development, social welfare, and poverty reduction. We're also going to look at cultural exchange, programs promoting cultural exchange, like arts and heritage preservation. So, Mr. President, we as the Commission were ready. What we want is a smooth and sweet collaboration.
Also speaking, Chairman of the Board of Trustees, Cross Riverians in the Diaspora Association, Dr. Uti Ncho, highlighted the need for partnership that will ensure Cross Riverians at home feel the impact of those in the diaspora.
Today we have CRIPCOM. We appreciate this initiative and we know that it's a positive step that the governor have institutionalized diaspora engagement for formal synergy, development and reintegration of our people.
Other participants in the meeting shared ideas and suggestions, expressing optimism about a productive and impactful collaboration. Collins John, CRBC News.
On our next report, the state government has announced the establishment of a Cash Crop Development Agency to drive implementation and coordination effort of the new agricultural estate expected to be operational in few months. The Governor, Senator Bassey Otu, stated this while receiving the Multi-Stakeholders Committee on Strategic Plan Development report on the Cross River Revised Produce Law Report and a 7-year strategic cocoa, coffee, oil palm development roadmap at the State Executive Council chambers of the Governor's Office in Calabar. Government House correspondent Sunday Ina has the report.
As part of efforts to reposition Cross River State as a major player in global agricultural export and as a major hub for sustainable, traceable agro-production, the report submission Governor Otu noted is a vital step towards economic revitalization of the state. He said his administration believes that sustainable economic transformation must be anchored in a revitalized, profitable, and global competitive agricultural sector. To ensure immediate follow-up of the report, the governor says the state will develop a detailed implementation roadmap within 6 weeks and give legislative backing to the revitalized produce inspection services through the State House of Assembly, while the Produce Inspection Board will be constituted within few months. Governor Otu expressed gratitude to the committee and development partners for their technical support and contribution to the strategic plans.
The strategic plans and roadmap presented today cover cocoa, oil palm, and coffee. 3 crops with immense economic potential for the state. These plans are not just documents, they are blueprints for inclusive growth, rural transformation, and of course, environmental sustainability. Large crop development agencies shall be established and made operational within 4 months. We will begin engagement with investors and stakeholders to launch new estates by July this year.
Handing over the report, Chairperson of the Multi-Sectorial Committee, Professor Susan Ohen, highlighted that the roadmap was carefully designed to meet both domestic needs and international export standards.
Strategic plans that have pillars, each of the plan has 7 pillars that range from production to marketing and then to traceability. All we have tried to do here is to ensure global best practices. Now, as we know with the EUDR regulations, our cocoa will not be accepted in international markets if we do not follow certain regulations. So the strategic plans we have developed have taken into consideration issues of certification, traceability, in line with the triple P concept of sustainability, which talks about the planet, the people, and profit.
The Commissioner for Agriculture, Johnson Ebeko, and that of Commerce, Dr. Abigail Duke, praised the plan's capacity to completely transform the state agricultural landscape.
This presentation of the strategic plans and roadmap for cocoa, oil palm, and coffee marks a bold step forward in our collective mission to reposition agriculture as a powerful engine for economic development, job creation, and environmental sustainability.
Excellency, I want to also congratulate you. Apart from your very impactful governance in Cross River State the past 3 years, Cross River State is again setting the pace as being the first subnational with this strategic document today.
Sunday Ina, CRBC News.
In another development, the governor, Senator Bassey Otu, has officially handed over a fleet of operational vehicles to the directors of the Homeland Security Service, as well as the provost of the College of Health Technology, Calabar. Government House correspondent Sunday Ina report that the handing over ceremony, which took place at the parking launch of the governor's office in Calabar, was witnessed by the secretary to the state governor, the chief of staff to the governor, and other top government officials. The report.
Welcome, Your Excellency.
Thank you very much.
The handing over of the operational vehicles underscore the People First administration's continuous commitment to the protection of lives and property alongside the enhancement of public service delivery and to strengthen security operations and institutional support across the state. The governor, Senator Bassey Otu, reaffirmed his administration's commitment and resolve to strengthen security infrastructure, noting that the vehicle are strictly meant for operational purposes in the service of the people and not for pleasure. While handing over the keys, the governor charged the beneficiaries to remain proactive, uphold accountability, professionalism, and community responsiveness at all times. He hinted at broader plans to roll out entrepreneurship and empowerment initiative aimed at reducing idleness and increased productivity across the state.
Today, this is the seventh subnational in the whole country, and it's not without a reason. It is because we'll be very intentional and deliberate on making sure that our people are able to sleep with all their eyes closed. So for those that we are going to give them this, it is not for pleasure, it is for work. We are already delivering even without cars. So I know that by the time you get these mobilities, it's going to be top notch. And we are going to add many recruits to you because we want total peace. But after these, some other facilities will follow so that they can function effectively in their location.
Responding on behalf of the recipients, the Director of the Northern Zone Homeland Security, Mr. Raphael Odu, expressed appreciation to the Governor for his continuous support and pledged their unwavering commitment to the vision of a safer Cross River State.
I want to say a very big thank you for giving us the opportunity to serve. Your Excellency, we are not only going to commend this gesture with hard work, but I assure you, we are going to give a maximum result.
Sunday Ina, Service News.
In the outgoing week, the United Nations office in Ogoja has been invited, along with 12 Cross Riverians sacked by the international body, to appear before the State House of Assembly for a public explanation on the retrenchment of the 12 Cross Riverians. This was contained in a House resolution sequel to the matter of urgent public interest brought before the House by the Deputy Leader, Right Honorable Davis Eta, on the unlawful retrenchment of the 12 Cross Riverians by the UN office in Ogoja. The report.
Right Honorable Davis Eta in the resolution invites the United Nations representative to furnish the House with the nominal role of the international organization. The deputy leader noted that in a bid to reorganize its programs in line with the United States policy, the United Nations office in Ogoja laid off all the 12 Cross Riverians who were in their employ, describing it as a trample on their rights.
Mr. Speaker, one of the advantages of harboring an international organization within your state is the fact that you have the privileges of getting employment and, of course, getting some other benefits coming from that office. It is also true that because of this development, most of these organizations are now turning to the countries and the states where they are. As a matter of fact, in Cross River State is also not holding back, is also supporting this organization.
Lending their voices to the matter, members of the 10th legislature described it as marginalization, which has become a recurring decimal and a complete deviation from the federal character principle, as well as the local content law, and called for something to be done to stop the trend.
Mr. Speaker, there is a law in Nigeria that is called local content law, that you give back to the people that owns whatever you are taking. So if the people have contributed their land, I think employment is not too big for them to receive from them.
Mr. Speaker, there is a Federal Character Act that every multinational, including the United Nations, that they must adhere to. And that Federal Character Act states that it must be for representation in any project or company or United Nations project in Nigeria.
As an assembly, we owe a duty to speak the truth to power. I stand here this morning, Mr. Speaker, to say enough is enough.
To see the multinationals and all other agencies and parastatals that are here in Cross River State, what is their staff strength and what positions are Cross Riverians occupying in those areas?
Mr. Speaker, we must condemn in totality this action taken by the UN. This is not something we should treat with kid gloves. It's something we should employ every avenue.
The Speaker, Right Honorable Albert Ayambem, frowned at the constant harassment and trampling of rights of Cross Riverians in their land and sued for the matter to be looked into.
Donation of land is not something that you can just wake up and do. You must have very deep considerations before donating land. And then Cross River State is largely taken for granted based on our simplicity, and that is making us look so docile. We are not a docile people. We are not controllable by any neighboring state. It's just our meek way and hospitable way of doing things, or the way God created us.
Esiana Wanine reporting.
Moving on, the governor, Senator Bashiru, has been given a pat on the back for his effort in trying to put the state on track. The chairman, House of Assembly Committee on Public Account, Honorable Brian Odi, made the commendation during the committee's interface with some MDAs on their audited report as at December 31st, 2023. Correspondent Esenewan has the report.
Honorable Ode noted that Governor Bashiru is trying his best to reposition the state and put it at its best, hence the need to support him by putting the record straight for the purpose of transparency and accountability. The Public Accounts Committee chairman informed that the submission of the audited accounts to the Office of the Auditor General for consideration by the House is a constitutional requirement, adding that airing MDAs will be sanctioned as prescribed by law.
As we all know, Section 129 Constitution 1999 has amended the this power to invite any persons that would deem necessary. A detailed report from the Office of Accountant General has been submitted to us. We are considering it now, and that is why a letter was sent to you. I think we have sent two letters to the office. First, requesting for a detailed account to be submitted to the General and Cross River State House of Assembly.
Members of the committee made inquiries on challenges affecting the submission of the audited account by MDAs while emphasizing its importance. Some MDAs involved lauded the committee for the interface, which is a wake-up call for compliance, while others claimed ignorance about the submission of the audited reports to the Office of the Auditor General. They, however, promised to do the needful in line with constitutional provisions. Esiana Wanine for CRBC News.
And that's the size of a package for this week's edition of Newsfile. Remember to keep a date with us, same time, same station, for another edition of Newsfile. Before we go, remember, let us maintain the peace in Cross River State, because development can only thrive where peace reigns. Stay connected with CRBC beyond the screen. Follow our content through the following platforms: Facebook, CRBC, X Family Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok at CRBC Online _, YouTube at CRBC New Media, WhatsApp 090-377-87474. I am Patience Okwa. Bye for now.